my name is Johnny Rice. I'm one of the cello teachers here at the Hammer Strings Conservatory, and today I wanted to share with you a practice tip, specifically how to efficiently solve a mistake where the mistake has become a habit. This happens to all of us. No matter how carefully we practice our pieces, we get some little habit in and it becomes really tricky to fix. Maybe we're playing a wrong note, or doing a bowing that's a mistake, or playing a note out of tune. And once it becomes a habit, it's a tricky thing to overcome that habit. So the strategy I'm going to show you today is stopping on the note which is causing the problem. To demonstrate, I will show you a little passage from one of the Bach cello suite movements. This is the Bourrée in C major. I'll show you how it should sound correctly. I'll invent a problem, and then I'll show you how I would go about solving the problem with this strategy. So one of the places, if I was practicing this movement, or if I was teaching it to one of my students, where a problem might become a habit is on that last chord, C, G, F natural. It's really easy for that F natural finger to creep up a little too sharp and sound out of tune. You see, it sounds a little out of tune there. If I lower the second finger, that's much more in tune. And it's just a millimeter or two of difference, so it's a really easy habit to creep in. So, stopping on the note which is becoming the problem. What I would do to practice this is start just one note before that F natural. So on the one note before, it would sound like this. Do it a few times. And each repetition, I'm making sure I set really solidly. I know exactly where my finger is, and I'm really listening carefully to what the sound of the note is. Once I feel like I can do that a few times in a row, I'm going to back up and do two notes before the problem note. And I'm elongating that F natural, so I'm really making a big deal of it in my mind and with my fingers. When that feels comfortable, try 3 notes before. 4 notes before. And each time really concentrating on the F natural. Now we've practiced coming up to the note, which is problem. Now we need to practice getting out of it. So to do that, I'll do 2 notes before the note. I will continue on into the next measure, but only after I pause on that F natural for a full second. Now I'll shrink that 1 second hold down to a half second. Do that again. Then play it normally, and hopefully it stays. Now, the tricky thing with this strategy is, let's say you practice this really well on Monday. You get to the end of your practice day, you feel like, yes, I really accomplished something. Put away your instrument, you sit down on Tuesday, you're probably going to go back to playing that F2 sharp because we haven't yet overcome the habit. So, knowing that that's the tendency, as you're trying to fix a habit, plan for it. Do the same practice you did on Monday, again on Tuesday. Do it again on Wednesday. On Thursday, you're probably already going to play it in tune. 95% of the time by Friday, you'll play it in tune, and it will be really, really solid as a new habit to play the passage correctly. You can, as I said before, you can use this for bowing mistakes. You can use it for a note you're playing out of tune or a wrong note. It applies to any instrument. So it's a really good strategy. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tips video, and we'll see you again next time.